Mandela FX ICT initiated 2024 free mentorship. Life after school. Live now the life you wish to live after school, right? So what I have right here, the topic is beyond the title I gave it. I decided to give you this title because I'm a student. I'm in school right now, so I want to use this to encourage my fellow students. So I decided to use this as the title of the video and as the topic as well. If not, what I have right here is beyond life after school. It's beyond that. It is not just life after school, but I'm a student. I'm in school right now, so I want to use this as the title of the video and for the purpose of this particular mentorship as well. So what do I have here? Like what I have here. So if you're not a student right now, you are or maybe you are a graduate or whoever you are watching this video right now. eh, this video is for everybody. It's for everybody. Whether you're a student, you're not a student, this is beyond student of a team. But I want to start this with my fellow students. So I decided to use that as the subject of the day, life after school. So now, what do I have here? I have some things to discuss with you people here. I know so many of you are asking now, okay, Monday, what is this like? So is it forex? Why are you talking about this? What does it have to do with forex? So is it the forex you say you want to teach us? Okay. So ask the people that were in my class the other day. Ask them what we discussed and how we ended up. So he, what I'm bringing to you right here, you Monday know what he's doing, right? I know the power I'm bringing to you. So what do I have here? First of all, before I let you know what it is. Now let's clarify some facts. There are some things some of us don't really understand in the society right now. So let's clarify them quickly before we go into the main topic, the main thing why we are here. Because you will see me trading, I'm doing a lot of things, so you want to do that too. Don't worry, you are here, you are at the right place, you get it. So let me quickly clarify this with you people before I take you into the rating. So job as a modern slavery, this is what I have right here. Job as a modern slavery. So like why how like I don't know, like some of you are going to ask about that now. Okay, job as a modern slavery, what does it mean? Which one is job as a modern slavery? Okay, let's look at it. What is slave, or who is a slave? What is job? What is job? Okay, so when we get to know what slave is or who is a slave, when we get to know about it, then we get to know what job is. Then when we do all of that, then we'll try to see if there's any difference between slave and job. We'll get into that. Then we'll talk about freedom. I have freedom right here. So we'll get to know what is freedom. We'll get to know what is freedom. Then we have types of freedom. We have types of freedom. We have different types of freedom, so many types of freedom, but for the purpose of this mentorship, for the purpose of this journey, we're going to focus on these two these two types of freedom. This is what I'm going to talk about. We have economic freedom and financial freedom. So, for the purpose of this, these are the things I'm going to talk about. We have different types of freedom. There are some other types of freedom, and anything I'm bringing to you, whatever I put up here, I want you to go and do your own investigation about everything that I'm going to say in this video. Everything that I'm going to say in this video, wherever you are right now listening to me, don't just take my word for it. Don't just believe in what I'm saying. Go and do your investigation, find out. Right? So, then the number three thing right here is self-dependent. Self-dependent. Like, this is why I say I love this. I decided to use life after school as is topic for this, the title for this. So this self-dependent, I love it a lot because of my fellow students. There's a power I want to give them. There's a power I want to pass on to them. There's a power I want to share with them. So for that reason, this number three thing right here, I there's a whole lot in that number three. So and it is that number three that leads to this life after school right here, what we have here. Because there's a life we're going to be living after school, and some of us are living that life right now. Majority of us in the society right now are living that life after school, and you can go close to them and find out how that life is. Try to get information from them. Try to know how they are living, right? Try to get close to them to see how they are living. Then you that is in school right now, how are you planning it to live when you pass out? So what I have right here, they are very, very expensive. So we're gonna go deep into this stuff in the next slide. Then from there, we go to know where we are, and then the next level and the next journey you are about to start. So stay tuned. We'll get into the next slide. Okay, real quick, we're back on. So now let's talk about these things now. Job as a modern slavery. Then we now have right here who is or what is slave or who is a slave. Now, okay, like I said from the beginning, I want all of us, whoever that is listening to this, as a student or as a graduate, whoever you are right now listening to this video, go and make your research, do your investigation when you are listening to, after listening to this, try to do your investigation to see what my opinion is all about, right? So let's get to know what slave is or who slave is. Slave is someone who is legally owned by another and is forced to obey and work for them without pay. He is considered to be their property or an enslaved person, right? That is it right there. There are so many things in here that I'm looking at. Okay, somebody who is forced. I see somebody who is forced. Somebody who is legally owned. So is an asset. The said is considered to be their property, right? So this is a human being we are talking about, right? Okay, let me make us understand what human is in the first place. What people don't understand is human is no matter what you have, like Being you the richest person in the world, there is nothing makes you special than any other person. You have everything you have, the forehead, your two eyes, nose, ear, everything. The poor, they have it. They have everything. So that respect to humanity in the first place, that one first, we were all created equally. So while then somebody is coming legally to own you, to force you to work something that you don't want to do. So that is what slave is all about here. Because they buy you with their money. So the you are now an asset to them, or you are now a tool for them to use to work, right? This is what slave is. Then I don't want to dwell much on these things because I want you people to go into this, go and make research on this, then find out where you are right now in the society and what people are going through right now in the society, right? Then let's talk about what job is. Okay, job, a paid position of a regular employment. That's what job is. A paid position of a regular employment. Okay, now when they discover that slavery is no longer a good thing for people to hear again, for somebody now say, okay, you buy somebody for somebody to come and work for you, or you buy somebody and you're using, no, it doesn't sound good again, right? It's not a moral thing again. So they now change it to job. That's why I say job as a modern slavery. It is no longer called slave. It is no longer called slavery. It is now job. So what life are you planning to live after school? Is it a life of a job? You work as a job? That's why I have the topic right here, life after school. So I want you to ask yourself, okay, all of us now, if I say, okay, all of us right now, many people in the society right now are slave. Everybody will say, no money, why will you call people slave? Right? Everybody will argue with me. Now, I want you to go and read about slave, then go and read about job. Then we were able to clarify some things the other day in the class. According to what we discussed in the class, that we were able to say, okay, there is no difference between job and slave. The little different people were bringing that day. People were saying that in slave, during the time of slave, like slavery, that they don't pay them, right? There is no income, but they feed them, they give them food to eat. And what they give them to eat, it is not because they give them food to eat for them to look good, for them to look healthy. No, they give them that food so that they will have strength to walk. Just like the way you feed your horse to ride well. Yeah, that is how they feed slave, right? But they don't pay them. So we all agreed to that day. Then somebody now said that I could now I said, okay, if job now is paying, but they are no longer giving you food again. The food they used to give slave those days, they used to give them food. They are 3 square meter, they are no longer giving them again. But they say, okay, the money, take the money and feed yourself. That is a salary. Take the money and feed yourself. That is the salary they're no longer giving you. Now, I want you people to think about this right now. How much is your salary right now, and how much are you spending just for your food? When I ask people to write how much you spend on food to send on the group that day, I have a reason why I said that. And now I have so many things behind that. Somebody was okay 90,000, right? Other people will say 50, 30, 40. Okay, right now, what is how much people are earning right now? How much is the minimum wage? How much compared to how much people were calling on the group that day? That was just a critical exam, right? So now come and think about it, the difference between job and slave. Then somebody said that in slavery there was no freedom, but in job there's freedom whereby you can there's freedom where you. I said okay, in job, okay, in slavery they monitor your time, they control your life, they control your time, they control when you sleep, they control everything. Then come to tell me about the job. Are they not doing the same thing in job? When they give you job, you need to agree to a specific time that they tell you that you resume by 8. Then when you resume by 8, you'll be there till 5. When you close, you start facing your journey back home. You might jam traffic. You face that till when you get home, then you get tired. You sleep. When you are sleep, you are sleeping with pressure. When you sleep, you are still thinking of when to wake up around 4, 5 so that you meet up. I've been in that game, folks. I've been there. I was doing that shit in Lagos. I know how it is. I know how it is. So I love it when most of us resume back to school. So many people, everybody was like, I love the way people were looking. Everybody was looking good. Like some people were saying, "Oh, mom, man, like there's no academic pressure. There's no like they don't, nobody control them when to like they sleep. They wake up when they want to wake up. You know, all of that. Everybody. Then okay, you love that. You love that shit. Like you love that kind of freedom, right? Then what are you putting in place right now so that when you get out of this school, somebody will not be controlling your time again? Because right now the school is controlling your time. The school, there are some things you want to do now, you cannot do it. When they fix time for GST, you must wake up if you want to yes, that time, most of us we miss it because we cannot wake up at that time. Like even though when you wake up, like you can't make it up. Some people, right? So, but there are some other courses when they fix, and whether you like it or not, like maybe like exam or test, you might have some important thing to do, but for the sake of that exam or that test, for you not to have any issue with your result, you have to make it up. So all of these things now, so many of us are not comfortable with that. So when they give us holiday, we go home, we rest, we sleep, we eat. You come back, you look fresh, right? So let me tell you people something. What are you putting in place? Like, let me ask you something. What are you putting in place right now so that when you pass out of this school, you will now be in charge of your own time. You'll be in charge of yourself. So now in slavery, they say there was no freedom. So in job, so who is controlling your own time? Bro, I was in that shit in Lagos. I rarely sleep. Sometimes where you will get a good job, you cannot afford house there. Like in Lekki, VI, like you have 4 point something million to rent a house there. No, but that is where you get a good job. But where you have money to afford a house, you can't get a good job there. It's very so where you are staying and where you're working is very far. You have to be up and down just to make sure you make it up. I am not discouraging anybody from doing job or from doing anything right now. I'm not discouraging anybody. I was in that game, I was in that shit, but I am advising everybody who is still doing it right now to use a long spoon. As you are doing it, be preparing yourself, working yourself to get yourself out of that bondage. Someday, so many people will get to understand the history of Africa, where you come from, what you should be doing. You are not a tool to anybody, right? So I have a lot of things to discuss on this. There's a reason why I start this from this. So many people today cannot trade. They cannot trade because they were not properly introduced into the game. They were not given the right mindset to it. So it's not a matter of knowing how to trade. Are you profitable? That is a question. So anything I'm discussing with you right now, There's a purpose to it. Some days in your journey, you will love to come back and listen to this again. Maybe the day when you're able to trade now, you are trading, you are making money for yourself. Now, some days you come back and listen to this. So ask people that were in my class that day. This was the topic, and it was interesting. So as I'm as you're listening to this, write down as much as you can write. Go and do your own research about everything I'm saying here. Don't just take my word for it. Do your investigation. Anything I say, even as I'm going to teach you on the forex chart, it's going to be all live, practical. You don't need to believe me. When I say it, you're going to see it. I will call it before it happen. I will say it before it happen, and you will see it. So it's very easy to verify. So the things I'm discussing right here are very, very easy to verify. They are happening right now in front of you in the society. Right? So when you live, there are two types of people in the society today. We have oppressors and the oppressed. So as you are right now, which one are you going to belong? You want to become part of these oppressors, or you want to be oppressed, or you want to liberate your people? You want to fight and liberate your people. How do you fight? When I say fight, how do you do that fight, bro? You need to give yourself independence. You need to give yourself freedom. You need to remove yourself from these people first. Right now, I tell people so many times that right now, if all Nigerians are like me right now, this fuel price must have been brought down to 200 naira. I can boycott this fuel for entire year. I can stay in my house. I will not leave, I will not step out of my house as long as I have internet, I have data, I have my food. How do I make my food? I'm going to make my food from where I am in my house. We will say, if you don't take down the price of that fuel to 200 naira, we are not going to buy. Drink that fuel. Drink your fuel. Let me tell you people something. The power is with you. We the poor, you are the one with the power. You give them the power. They can only drive you crazy when you give them the key. What is coming, let me tell you people, what is coming is bigger than this. Nobody should tell you that price of things is going to come down. No, nothing is coming down. Nothing is coming down. The only way you get out of this, you have to find multiple ways of income. You find a way of where you earn money in a hard currency. What I mean by hard currency, it's going to be in any currency that is higher than your own currency. I've been inspired to take this decision a long time ago when I was in Lagos. I quitted my job when I started my own journey. When I said I want to do this, I'm not telling anybody to go and do that right now who is listening to this, because I have some people that are not here in school. They are working right now listening to this. Don't quit your job, but I'm advising you that use a long spoon as you are working. Don't be carried away. Save money. Work yourself. I love the fact that so many people are DMing me from Lagos, from other places, that they want to learn this. And I love it. As you are working, that's how I started. And I know that those my friends that are in Lagos, they are the one giving sharing my numbers. Those my friend in Lagos. Because I have some of my colleagues that are still working up to now. My friend called me last week. He was complaining to me about, oh bro, that the salary, man. Like they have increased their salary how many times? Now I think they're it's still not enough. So let me tell you people something what people don't understand about slave and job. Now in slavery, they don't give them money, right? But they give them food. But job here, they give you money. Even job is worst. It's worse because this job, the money they give you, these same people will take it back. The government, they are the one regulating prices, they are the one doing everything. So the money they are giving you, forget about whoever you are working for right now, everything is from you working for somebody as a salary person. Somebody who is giving you that money, just take for instance, I'm selling bottled water, right? And I employ you to work in my factory for me. and I say, okay, I will pay you 100 naira a month, right? I'll pay 100 naira a month. Then, and I say, okay, I will sell that bottle water, one of it, I will sell it to you 120 a month. Okay, let me come again. Let me come again. Take for instance, I have a company that produces bottled water, and I employ you to work in that company. As you're working in that company, you cannot buy my bottled water. The salary I'm paying you, you cannot afford to buy that bottled water, and you are the one producing that bottled water. Like, folks, I want you people to look into this so that when you understand all of these things, then the power that I'm bringing to you, the moment you get that power, you will know what to do with it. I am not coming to make you a freelancer where you sit at home, you make money, and you go to club and you spend it. No, you are supposed to be using it to liberate your people, to save your people as much as you can. I know when I started this life after school. So, you know, when I started, I tell people, okay, now there are some things you need to understand. You need to understand where you are, because these things, it's not everybody that can do it. It is only the people that's okay. I want to change the story. I want to change the narrative in my own life cycle. Like, I want to change the narrative. The people that's okay. It's not. I started with so many people when I started learning forex. I started with so many people, but it, some of them, they are in my DM right now, wanting me to teach them, because some of them, so many of them, they quit back then. But success is not for people that gives up. If you give up, like if you're somebody who gives up quickly, success is not for you, right? So why I started like this is, there are so many things here I want people to understand. As I'm talking, anything you feel like write, you can write down. Make your research. I want to put you in the right state of mind first. Trading is beyond what you think. Even your lifestyle can affect your trading. That is what some mentors will not tell you. So many people will not tell you. That is why you see so many people cannot do it. Right? So many people cannot do it. So it is not for the weak. So if I am talking, if I'm saying something and it's taking you time to listen to, no, you're not going to do it. Right? So I want people to think about this. What are you trying, what are you planning to become, like in your own generation, your children, the ones you are planning to bring into this world? Like, okay, are they coming to serve, to work as a job? Like, are they coming, like, it's because I have, up till now, I am open. As I'm dropping this video, I'm going to be checking the comment section I'm going to be looking for somebody to come from to argue with me in anything. I am open. This is my opinion. So now, up to now, I have not been able. I have not been able to differentiate the difference between job and slave. It's still going on my head. I've been having sleepless night over it. I've not been able to differentiate. So if anybody can come out to tell me the difference between the two with with solid evidence, I would love to welcome that argument too. The comment section, I'll be checking that. So, right? But as I am here right now, I have not seen it different. My people are still in it. That shit. We've not gotten independence. Don't be deceived. That is a story for another day. But right here, slavery is still in existence. It is just, this is a modern one. That's why I say job as a modern slavery. You know, when they modify something, you know now. So that the modification, it must be better than the first one. It must be more classic than the first one. So this one now is classic, so people don't understand it. People don't understand it, right? So when I saw this, I saw this coming in Lagos. When I said, okay, how am I gonna do this? Like, how long? I talked to myself one night, how long am I gonna be working? Like, okay, I'm still single and that money is not even enough for me. So what if I get married? What am I going to do? Am I still going to be working? Like, how much are they going to pay me? I don't know. So these things are the things I want you to ask yourself. I want you to ask yourself at your leisure time, at your free time, when you are thinking about yourself. Because right now you think you are no longer a kid. Your parents right now, all of them, they are looking up to you. You are in school right now. They believe once you come out, everything is going to turn around. That is their hope. Look at my friend Francis when he was attacked, bro. Before we could know it, from Otukpo, his father is here in Makodi. Very early in the morning. For you, for you to understand how like all their hope, all their eyes are on you right now as you are here in this school, and you are here, you are just chasing the certificates. When you get out, what are you going to do with it? Your parents, they are looking up to you. And so many students are even complaining about the cluster. They don't like the cluster. Like, if you know what BSU is even doing for you, you should be the most happiest person right now. I am not saying you must learn this, but right now, you need to do something that will make you an independent person. You need to do it. It mustn't be this, but anything you know that you can do it independently without involving anybody and you will make money from it, start putting energy to it right now as you are in school. That same energy you are putting into your certificate to, to make sure you come out with a good certificate or you come out with first class or whatever you are going to prayer every night or whatever you are doing, you have to put that same energy into your own life right now. Whatever that you're going to do, you are not going to eat that paper they're going to give you at the end of the day. You're not going to eat it. Anything that will put food on your table right now, bro, they won't tell you. They won't tell you. So, this, I want so many people to understand this. We are here in school, and I love the fact that we are out here and we're going to watch ourselves graduating at the end of our day in this university. So, the things that I'm saying, some of us can refer back to them that time. So I love it. This thing is going to be on record. And those of you that are not in school listening to this, some days in your life, you will remember these things too. That's, oh, okay. You come back and listen to this again, listen again, listen again. So you're here now in school. What are you putting in place? What are you putting in place to make sure, okay, when you come out, you are here to be a manager, you are here to be an accountant or a marketer, whatever you are here to become, you have to start that from your own life. If you are here to pass out as a lawyer, make yourself a lawyer first. As a manager, manage yourself. You must have something you are managing. In this, in your journey, you get to understand that what I'm bringing to you, it is nothing but once you get it, you'll be classified as a CEO. And so many of you right now are CEOs already. If you are doing something, you're making money from it for yourself independently, you are a CEO. I respect that. So now let's go into the next one. After all of these things, now what is freedom? Now, if we are still in slavery, what is freedom? Now, what is freedom? Now, the power or right to act, speak, or think without hindrance, right? So many people in the society says freedom is the power to do anything you like, to do anyhow you want, to do whatever you want, and critically stated here, that is almost the same thing, right? That is freedom. And right now, I want to ask so many of you right now, do you have freedom? Do you have freedom? If freedom is for you to do what you want, to speak, to act without hindrance, like there are so many things right now. What can you do? Like, what can you do? Do you have the freedom? Let's okay, there's freedom. So now we all agree, we all understand now that okay, freedom is the power or right to act, speak, think without hindrance. You think whatever you want to think, you say whatever you want to say, you you do whatever you want to do, right? That is what they say, act. So do you have that freedom right now? Do you have it? So let's talk about it. I want people to think about this deep. There are so many other types of freedoms, but for the sake of this mentorship, I am going to discuss about economic freedom and financial freedom. These are the major ones that are affecting our life daily. Whether you like it or not, you are under here. These two freedom, your daily life relies on these. So this economic freedom, what is it? Individual ability to make economic decisions without government interference, e.g., the ability to engage in economic activities such as trading and working for wages. So now this thing here right here, I don't I initially I wanted not to even type anything here. I wanted to leave it like the previous slide so that you people will go and just use the topic like the headline. Use the headline, make research on it, talk about it, do whatever you can do on it. But these are my opinions right here. So now this economic freedom now, if it is the ability for someone to make economic decisions without government interference. So there, what economic decision can you make right now? Like what can you do right now? Like I was telling you people earlier that there are some decisions governments are making that are affecting us daily, and some of those decisions can be controlled. They can be handled by us. Like we can tell them that that decision is not going to work. We have the power to do that, but right now we are not united, we are not organized, we are not settled to do that. How are we not settled? How are we not organized? How are we not united? Okay, right now, the fuel price, which whatever you want to say it, I want to tell you that whatever you are passing through right now, the hardship is as a result of that fuel price that is high. It affects almost everything that you are using in your daily life. So, right now, do you know that you and I have the power to control it? It is not all of us. Somebody like me, I don't know the last time where I use fuel, except when I go out, I take bike or I, you know, when I go out, I for my transportation. That is the way I use by I spend money on fuel that I can tell, right? But when we talk about we try to boycott these people, let's okay. You have freedom, you can make some economic decisions, right? Okay, now they are they are controlling your like they are the one controlling your income, they are the one controlling what you spend. So what freedom do you have? Look at what the minimum wage is saying, and look at how much you are spending. Like how are you people coping? The last time when I it got to my notice very late that fuel price is now 1,013 naira because I don't know. I don't know. I hardly go out, right? And when I do, somebody like me right now in the whole country we can say, okay, this fuel we're not going to buy it. We don't have the money to buy it. We cannot buy at the rate of that 1,000 something. No, we can't buy it. If it is not 200, we are not buying. Then let us all of us go and get our food stuff. That's why I was telling people that okay, we are going to start this thing. The best security you give yourself is food security. The first freedom. Well, we need to put food on our table first. That's why I asked all of you to send how much you spend on food. That sheet you sent to me, we are going to work on that. Whatever you spend on food in a month, that is going to be our target a month. We are going to chase that. We are going to make that ends meet. That is our first assignment. That's why I ask people to send it. How much you spend on food? That my brother said 90K. Get ready, bro. Get ready. You're gonna take over your account soon. We are gonna work on that. Wherever all of you right now, the first thing we do, we need to put food on our table because I know very sure that the moment all of us can feed from the step of our home, we will decide not to step out when we say no, we don't want to move. That is the power you have right now, and you don't want to use it. I know they makes everything difficult for you. They put even for us to study in school, they make it difficult for us in anything. Like they don't want you to be comfortable because the moment you are comfortable, you will have time to checkmate what they are doing. Folks, let me tell you people something. You have to be interested in what they are doing. They know quite alright that you people don't care. And they are making decisions that are affecting you on a daily basis. So, what is the freedom? What are we doing? So, this economic freedom, do we have it right now? Is a question. You have the answer to yourself. Whether you have it, you don't have it. I don't have I have the answer to myself. You have the answer to yourself. All these things I'm saying right now here in this slide, job as a modern slave, who is a slave? Job. Are you in this category? I don't know. The answer is for you. Then do you have the freedom that I'm talking about right here? If you have it, I don't know. The answer is for you. Then the second freedom right here, which is financial freedom. What is financial freedom? Now, individual ability to live the life they want without financial limitation. So some of you are going to say, okay, so money. So do you have financial? Can you do everything you want to do right now in your life without financial limitation? Is that what you mean? Let me tell you people something. I have something last year, the number 3. Now, there's something so many people has been brainwashed to understand about success and financial freedom. Success and financial freedom, the way you are supposed to view it, whatever you are doing right now, as long as you are doing that thing independently, you are not involving anybody, it is just you and your creator. You engage in that thing, whatever you are doing right now. I respect it as long as you are able to put it down to a point where it puts something on your table. I respect it. So this financial freedom right here, I am asking us, how many of us have it? How many of us have it? Okay, some people are saying, okay, there are some people that are working, they are doing job and they have financial freedom. Go and check the job they are doing. Go and check the job they are doing. So this financial freedom, you need to ask yourself, do you have it? You need to understand what it is. Don't just believe in what I put up here. Go and read about it. Go and study about everything I put up here. That is how you learn. The more you learn, the more you earn. Right? So everything I put up here, it is not just for you to take it and go home and relax. Think about it still. You're not going to think about it. Someday, they used to say that what they say, medicine after death, is going to be something of that nature if you fail to do the right thing at the right time. So, revolving around everything around our topic, life after school. What do you want to do after all this stress, all these 4 years? You know, you left somebody from the street. You came here. You are here to show that, oh yeah, you are better now. You are no longer on the street. Then after the 4 years or how many years, I don't know how long they're going to take us here. If there's no strike, it's supposed to be 4 years. Let's assume it's 4 years. Then after 4 years, you are out. What next? Is that when you want to plan your life? What are you doing right now? So you are spending 4 years for this tissue paper. It is just a tissue paper. I told people that day in class that the certificate they're going to give you is a tissue paper, right? It's a tissue paper. Go and ask how many people are in the society right now. They have it. They cannot do anything with it. Somebody was telling me the other day that he's doing NYC, that at this point that he doesn't know what to become in his life. Like somebody who is doing NYC. These are the things you look into. So ask yourself right now that okay, what is it on this earth that somebody will go and learn for 4 years and you pass out and you will not be able to monetize it, you will not be able to do anything for yourself. That thing cannot put food on your table. What is it? You cannot go to a tailoring shop to learn how to sew clothes, or you cannot go to learn how to make shoe. You can't go and learn anything. You can't go and learn any skill for 4 years and you pass out, you will not be able to make money with it. So right now, what are they teaching you? What are they teaching you? What are you learning? Let me tell you people something. There was a night I was sleeping. Like it wasn't really like I was not really that deep in that sleep. So I woke up midnight. Then before I was telling myself that I don't want to stress myself. Like I I don't want to let me just finish school so that I will I will have time for myself and do whatever I want to do. Then I now see how things are going at the economy and everything. I was okay, if I stay like this, how long? Like, so I would stay like this till I finish school before I start my life. So 4 years of wasted time. Let me tell you people something. What I'm teaching you people today, it is something I've been wanting to do while I was in Lagos, right? But when I go to school, I said I'm too busy. Like, I said, no, I can't do this. Like, no, let me just finish school. When some people talk to me about it, I say, okay, let me get to 300 level first. Let me build up my GP. I keep saying that. But at some point, I look at my people, I say, okay, I look at people around me. Let me share one story with you people today if you don't know. Whatever you are doing right now in your cycle, you have to try to build up your cycle. Whatever cycle you belong right now, try to make sure your cycle is okay. So sometimes I feel that I am here in Makori and I don't have any colleague that can trade with me. Like it's very risky. Like I cannot do anything with this is my state, this is my place. I came here and there's a reason why I came. So if you're the only one, it's very risky. So I started thinking about myself, and there's something I want to change. I want to change the narrative. And I told people in my class that okay, look, what this journey we just started right now, at the end of the year, when we're passing out of this school, there's something that people, all of us, we're going to look at. Now, I have a topic right here, life after school. We will come back to this topic. I told them in class that this lesson, this thing, life after school. Whether you follow this to the end, you don't follow us to the end, you leave, you follow, you listening to this for the very first time, you follow to the end, you don't follow to the end. Some days this is going to be in your mind. So now, talking of all this, I have said so many things right here now. I talked about job as a modern slavery, freedom, types of freedom, all of these things now. With all these things, okay, do we have all of these things? Ask yourself. The last one here, which is self-dependence, that is the act of relying on yourself for what you need rather than on others. So right now, whatever you are doing right now, I asked when we're in my class, that day I said, okay, if you are here and you are the one who is running your school, you are the one responsible for your bills, you are the one doing everything for yourself, like your rent, everything, 100%, you are the one. You are the one making yourself standing in this school. I told them to raise up their hand, nobody. And I told them, okay, that is very good. The people that are doing that shit right now, they are doing a great job. So when are you putting it into work that you are going to leave these people? Like you are going to surprise them. Okay, a day is going to, Dad, don't worry, I've handled that. Or you are going to even send to them. Like when are you thinking of doing that? Right now you are their hope. You are just, some of us are in this school right now like a breadwinner to the rest of the people in our family. Some majority of us are like that here in school. So now this last thing right here, self-dependence, it is beyond what you see right here. You are not just even working on being self-dependent. Like somebody is still going to depend on you very soon. Are you working on that? How long do you think that will take? When are you putting it into work? Is it when you finish school? That's when I have life after school. Is it when you finish school that you start putting that into work? Or you want to start your journey now? That 4 year certificate, is it going to make you self-dependent at the end of the year? Is a question. I don't need answer. It is for you. That 4 year certificate, is it going to give you financial freedom? I don't know. It is for yourself. Is it going to give you economic freedom? I don't know. It is for yourself. Is it going to make you a job? Are you still going to be enslaved with it? If these 4 years, is that what people are doing with it right now? This tissue certificate that I called, is that what people are doing with it right now? What people are doing with it? Don't worry. One day, you people will go to a level, or this mentorship, we are going to discuss about African time. I was talking about it with my people the other day that the time you spend with yourself, it is the African time. We have been indoctrinated what what African time is. We have been brainwashed, right? African time, how all of us understand it today is when we fix something 9 o'clock. African time is people will come by 10, right? That is European time. Go and find out. Go and find out. African time, it is the time when no matter what it is, that time you are spending it for yourself. You are spending it for the sake of humanity. What are you contributing, like your existence right now? What are you contributing to humanity? You have just two reasons for you to exist. Either you are contributing to death, or you are contributing to life. Whatever you are doing, whatever you are doing. So what when I talk about this thing right here, people that put these people in this slavery, people that put these people here for this thing, what are they contributing to? Are they contributing to death, or that contributing to life? So when I talk about all this, I round up everything with this self-dependence. Whatever you are doing right now, as long as you're making money from it, I respect it. But what we are passing through right now, the economy, don't think nothing is going to come down. Let me share a little story with you people when I started having feeling of being a self-dependent person. I've been given admission before. That was 2018. I've been given admission to OOU, Olabisi Onabanjo University in Ogun State. That time I was working, so I've saved enough money. But while I was going to that school, I was having a fear. Like I was like, okay, this money. What if this money finish in school? What will I be doing? Am I going to come back to come and work if I come to school? Like I was thinking of all of these things. It was a whole heavy work for me to figure out back then. Then I decided not to go to that school. that time I've not learned anything. I've not been able to do anything for myself. The only source of income I had back then was my salary in Lagos. So I I was like, okay, if I am going to continue like this, I don't know. So I went to computer school. I have some of my friends when we finished secondary school together. I finished secondary school 2016 with together. They are now like they are no longer in university, right? They are done, about to go for their service, right? But what are they doing right now? I know some of them that I'm talking about, and they know the story, right? So everybody, I want you yourself to go and do this investigation, friends around you, people around you, right now. Don't believe in what I'm saying. Just find out people around you. How are they doing? Right? So this self-dependent, when I okay, at that point I was like, okay, if this money, maybe I'm out of this money, am I gonna come back to work? I was asking myself all of these questions. Okay. Then I went to computer school. That is where I started my journey. From there, I got a better job. I got a better job. I will just become a better version of myself in that job, in that level. I told you people I'm not discouraging anybody from doing it, but when you are doing it, you use a long spoon. So as I was doing it, I was working. Like I was working, I was learning, right? So as I was working, that's when I started learning forex. I used to when I come back from work, I will be at home from 7. Our class used to be 7 p.m. every night, every 7 p.m. We used to go for class. That's when I started when I was in Lagos. Those my colleagues that are still working there, they were seeing me that time, right? Some of them are the ones sharing my contact right now. So that time, now when I was inspired more, it was the time of COVID-19. During that time of COVID-19, so many people, those of us in Lagos, guess what it is? You are only surviving on salary and the lockdown everywhere. We're shut down for how many 1.5 months, no work, no salary. You know what that is? That is when you people were hearing about 1 million boys that time in Lagos, 1 million boys. People were hungry, they were on streets, right? And even with all of those things, people were still in their house making money. So I was thinking every now and then, okay, when am I gonna do this? Then one day I was working. When I was working, the trading group where they added me to, when I finished the first mentorship, I went to different it took me 12 months to do this. I learned this. I went to different like not one person. But what I thank God is my first mentor added me to a VIP group. That VIP group, that is when I got to know the real mentor who made me who I am right now to share what I'm going to share with you people. So when I got to that group, I was at work. That day my salary was 35,000 that time. So then that my mentor, who is my mentor now, he posted a trade. He sent one trade to the group. He posted it early in the morning around 7 o'clock. I was at work already. Guess that time. When I wake up, like for me to be at work by 7 o'clock a.m. in Lagos, it means you have to wake up around 4 from where you are living. Because if you don't wake up that time, almost traffic, right? Those of us in Lagos, we understand what I'm saying. So now that time, I was like, okay, if I am doing all of these things, how is it going to be? I was on that group. Then this guy posted his trade early in the morning. Then after some hours, he came back to post the result that this is $100 made. Almost as he posted that trade, I went sharp to my calculator. I convert the value of that money to naira. The value of that money that time, that $100 was 60,000 naira, and my salary was 35,000 naira. Then I look at it, I said, wow. So I am here. I have been waking up from my house every morning, coming to this place for 30 days, and they are paying me 35,000 naira. And somebody just sat in his house. And I don't, I at that point, I don't want to know what it took that person to do it. As long as he did that thing, I saw it because it is not a magic. I was on my chart. That is what people are going to witness too. When I'm trading, anything I'm doing, you are going to see it live in your chart. That is why I want to introduce the chart to you people after this video. The next chart is to take people to the chart where you see everything that I'm doing. If I'm lying, you see it. Anything I'm doing, if I'm wrong, you see it. When I'm right, you see it. Right? So that is when I was seeing the guy that time too. So he on the chat on the group, when he posted it, I was like, so somebody just made almost, my salary was 35,000 and this money is 60,000. Somebody just made almost times two of my salary in a day. I said, okay, I don't want to know if that skill took him 4 years or how many years. I don't want to know how long it took him to do it. But as long as he is able to do that certain sheet in a day, that is a whole lot of sheets. You can decide not to do it again for that month. I was working for 30 days and they were paying me 35,000 with all lot of stress. And somebody just in his house woke up, bathed, you know. So I said, okay, I now called you. I know I first of all posted. I'm sharing this story with you people. There's a reason why I'm sharing it. I first of all commented, I laid a comment on that trade. This was my comment. I said, wow, somebody's 30 days income just been killed in a day. That was just my comment. That my comment now touch him. He now smile, say he laughed with emoji like Mr. Monday, send your phone number, let me send you card. I share this story with people in my class that day too. I told them, I did not send my phone number. I was supposed to send phone number for him to send card. I DM'd him. I went to his DM straight. I sent him account number instead of phone number. I was almost that time in Lagos. So the money he sent to me, I don't want to mention the amount, but it was a whole lot of thing to me that time. No matter how little it was, but it was big to me at that point. So I now I was even afraid to be taken on him because I wanted to get close to him so I will know how I can learn from him. I was ready to pay him any amount of money that time. So but I was afraid to go close to him first of all because he has already given me money. So if I go to text him next time, hello, good morning, sir, or something now, maybe he will feel like I want to beg him for money. That's why I come again. So I was afraid to take on him, right? So I was monitoring this guy for like some over a month. I did not talk to him because I don't want to. I don't want him to block me because you don't. I don't know him from anywhere. So I don't want him to feel that maybe because he sent me money that day, I'm now taking on him. Don't. I don't want to do that. I was just trying to see how I can let him know that sir, please, teach me. So suddenly, I was able to enter him. One day I just sent him new month. I just told him that I decided to take on him. Then as I sent him that message, I tried to market myself. I tried to sell myself to him by trying to make him understand what I can do for him. I told him that I'm a graphic designer. I can do this at any time you need my help. You can feel free to call upon me, blah 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 blah. So that he will save my number because I want him to save my number. So so that he will save my number, so that next time when I chat with him, he will not ask me who is this again. So I wanted to make him understand what I could do for him in case he need my help in any way. So I made him understand I can do this, I can do that, I can do hair. He said, wow. So I started getting close to him. So now finally, this is where I am. Some of you that are very close to me, they don't need to consult anywhere before they believe this story that I just shared. But some of you that have not seen me before, you don't know my story, you may not believe this story, but I don't want anybody to believe in what I'm saying. That is what I've been saying from the beginning. You are going to see it yourself. You're going to see it yourself. So that is why after this video, the next thing I'm going to present to you people is the chart. I've been working, trying to put this thing in place, so that I will pass on to you people. I promise to drop the video on Sunday, but those other ones, those charts, I'll be able to put those one in place for you people. So we are going to start the real sheet from there. What is the subject of today? Life after school. Live now the life you wish to live after school. So then all these things that I just shared with you people here, go home again, wherever you are right now, relax, whatever you feel like taking, anything that makes you feel good. Anytime you want to listen to this thing, don't listen to this when you're in a noisy place. Listen to this when you are alone, when you are listening. This is the time you spend for yourself. Even though if you are in a class that day, you still need to listen to this. You still need to have this. These are the things you refer back to some days in your journey. You say, wow, this is how I start. Now, sometimes when I go back to I have screenshot of how I started, or the screenshot of my chart. My chart, I still have my chart backed up with my mental self. Then some other things I do on my chart, all the things I've been doing. And as I'm going to be trading with you people, all the things I'm going to be doing with you people, anytime you trade and you make money or anything you do, be taking record of all those things. Anything you are doing, if you are losing, record it. If you are making, record it. Whatever you are doing in this game, put it down. These are your stepping stone, right? These are your stepping stone. This is power. The moment you are able to do this, when you see it, you cannot unsee it. They can't take it from you. It is a lifetime gift. And you pass it to your next generation. What I mean by passing it to your next generation? Right now, passing this to your next generation is whatever you are able to do with this thing to give your people freedom. Even though you are not able to pass this knowledge to them and you are able to do something with this to give them financial freedom, make them a self-dependent person. Like, folks, think into this. Get your people out. Let it not be only you that is out. Get your people out. So the power I'm bringing to you is a very strong weapon against these things. You're going to use it as a weapon against what I put up here. You're going to use it as a weapon against what I put up here. That's why I started like this. So, and how are you going to do it? First of all, you have to put food on your table. So you people are going to see, you are going to watch how we put that into work. You are going to practice it first. You're going to do it with a demo account, how you will make that money a month for yourself. You're going to practice it. You're going to see how I do it. We'll take it one after the other. So in the next video that I'm going to provide for you people, I'm going to introduce the chart. So you follow the video. Anything that I'm going to be doing on that video, anything I'm doing there, that is what you'll be doing. That is a video that will show you how to set up those apps, how to use those apps. Then once all those apps are ready like that, then when I want to work, I can easily come and tell people that, okay, go to this place. Right now, if people don't have the app, it's not set on your phone yet. I cannot do anything with you people. So after this video, the next thing you will have, it is that video that the app. There are three apps: the MetaTrader 4, the investing, and the Chrome that we're going to use to access our trading view. So I have going to the video is ready. It's ready. I'm going to upload it too. So I have done all of that for you people. So the chart there, everything I'm doing on that video is what you'll be doing. Set up everything I'm setting like that. Do the setup like that. Just do all the setup like that. Then once you are done, if you finish the first one, you are done. You send a screenshot to the group that I am done. Like that. You do the second one like that. Once you are done, I know that I want to know how many people that are ready, right? So from that your response, that is when I will know that, okay, this person is ready, this person is ready, this person is ready, this person is ready. So when next time I'm trading, this is the person that is going to follow me, this is the person I'm going to carry along, this is the person I need to know people I'm working with. I'm not working blindly, right? So that is it. I hope you enjoyed this and whatever I shared here. Like I said, go and investigate. You don't just verify, you cannot verify. Like you can't, there's no verification without investigation. Verification is the result you gain from investigation. You cannot verify something when you don't investigate. So the things that I'm saying right here, everything I shared here, go and investigate them. Then you verify. Then if you have anything to contribute to this or you have anything to say with me, feel free. The comment section is open. Then I am going to do more of this. I'm going to do more of this. This is just the beginning. Right from here to the chat and every other part of this mentorship is going to be fun. So this is just the beginning. Um, see you later. I hope you enjoy this. And if you want to see more of this, you know what to do. You subscribe, then you click on the bell notification so that whenever I drop something, you will not miss it. Even though if I don't drop the link on the group, you'll be notified from this platform, from YouTube, that something has been dropped. Then you get it quickly like that. So stay safe till I see you later.